when books on Kindle are the same price as a physical book, I want to cry, but I really want to read this book, so I had to do it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily if you're new here. So as you can tell by the title, in today's video I'm going to attempt to read for 24 hours straight, and I really hope I succeed in this video, but knowing me and how tired I get, I don't have very high hopes. For context, my boyfriend is doing a night shift tonight and I get really anxious when he's not here, so I feel like tonight's the perfect night to do it because whenever he's not here I cannot sleep. So why not film this video and try to keep myself awake knowing that I'm alone, and I'll be scared and I'll just stay awake even better. So the plan is I'm not gonna like fully read for 24 hours straight. I'm going to set a timer or a stopwatch for 24 hours and count up, but I do want to have it done with the least amount of sleep time as possible. Now I have 6 books that I have for this video. I don't think I'll finish all of them obviously, but I do want to finish some of these books, so I am going to go through the books that I want to go through. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through the books that I'm going to read in this video. So the first book I'm actually almost finished. I started reading this last night and I got through like 250 pages, so I'm just going to finish this one off in the start of this video. So the first book is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book is amazing so far. I'm kind of scared to finish it just because I feel like she's not going to end up with the person that I want her to be with. So I'm a little bit worried and I don't want to cry because I was crying in this yesterday and I like never cry in books. So yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't like put me in a sad mood for the rest of this video. But I do have to finish it, so that'll be the first book I finish. Now I'm not going to read these in order, so I'm just going to show you what books I have. So I have Addicted for Now. This is the 3rd book in the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. I am loving this series so far. I only read Addicted to You last week, so I don't know whether to jump straight into the next book or have like a little break in between so I don't get bored of it. But yeah, we'll see. This is also a really thick one, so it's not very motivating for this video. Next, I have Billy Summers by Stephen King. I've seen Hayley talk about this book so much recently and she loved it, and I want to get into reading some Stephen King now. So I picked up this book today actually. I didn't even know they sold it in Australia, and then I saw it and I was like, I'm definitely getting that. So I did buy this. I might be too scared to read this at home by myself, but we'll see how I go. Then I have Caravel. So I read Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After, and I absolutely loved them. And apparently you're meant to read this first, which I never did, obviously. So I'm going to go back and read this at some point because I absolutely loved the world in that book. And I'm not the type of person to like fantasy that much at the moment. It's just never been something I've gravitated towards, but I loved that series, so I decided to pick this up as well. The next book is The No Show by Beth O'Leary. I saw, who was it? Jess Conti. She put this in her video of the top 10 books that made her love reading, and it just like intrigued me. I've had this on my shelf for so long. I think it's about a guy that's dating 3 girls at the same time and you don't really know why, and it's kind of going through like all their perspectives on it and they don't know. So that'll be really interesting, and I feel like a nice little refresher in between some of these like creepy books. And then the last 2 books I want to read are actually on my Kindle. So I have The Housemaid, which apparently gives Verity vibes, which again, I don't know if I want to read it when I'm home alone, but we'll see about that one. And then I have Swear on This Life by Renee Carlino. I've heard amazing things about that book recently. Apparently that one's about like a girl and her friend tells her about this new book that's like going viral or something, and tells her to read the book, and then when she goes to read the book she realizes that it's a book about her life, and I think it's written by like a past lover in her life that she never thought actually loved her. So I don't know, it's like a really cool concept and I'm really excited to read that. But yeah, to get me started, I'm gonna have an energy drink. It's just a pineapple and watermelon V. I absolutely love these. I drink them all the time, so the caffeine probably won't even hit me, but I'm hoping that it helps me to stay awake because it is only, so it is 6:28. If you can see, it's not focusing for some reason. And it is Wednesday the 19th of April. So I'm gonna start a timer on my phone or a stopwatch, and I will keep you updated as I'm reading. But I'm just gonna have my drink and hope that it kicks in and gives me a little bit more energy, and I'm going to finish this book. This girl does not know what she's doing. I feel like she's gonna make a bad decision. I am 47 minutes in and I have almost finished the book. I've got about 12 pages to go and I feel like something really heartbreaking is gonna happen. So I'm gonna record my reaction while I finish the book. But yeah, that was just my little update for now. I'm gonna cry. I don't even know like what to think. Like, oh my god. I'm like happy crying. I actually love the characters in this book. Like they're all so amazing. 54 minutes into this challenge and I was getting really tired reading that, to be honest. So, and I'm also really hungry. So I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm going to cook. I'm not gonna actually cook. I'm just gonna like put some things in the oven that are like frozen, like pastizzis. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you with me downstairs and I might listen to an audiobook. So yeah, I'm gonna take you downstairs while I do that. I really wanna read The Housemaid next because I feel like I'm gonna get through that really quick. So I'm going to take my Kindle downstairs. It's been an hour and it's already on 78%, which is crazy. And it literally lasts like weeks and weeks and weeks. So Kindles are just the best. So yeah, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to read The Housemaid. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen now. I'm just going to quickly show you like what I'm making. And the timer is still paused, by the way. I am not cheating in this video. We're meant to like preheat ovens. I never do. Whenever I'm cooking something, it goes straight in. But right now, I'm just gonna cook some of these. You should see spinach and ricotta, frozen things. I don't know, I brought them like 2 days ago and I just am craving them right now. So I'm gonna cook some. I don't have a timer because I'm already using my phone, so I'm gonna have to just keep an eye on the time. They are not for you. She's getting so tall. Like, look how tall she is on me. Like, that is actually crazy. That's actually crazy. They are in the oven and I'm just gonna wait for them to cook and I'm gonna start reading The Housemaid. Okay, I absolutely love when books have like a really intriguing first line. So the first line of this book is, "If I leave this house, it will be in handcuffs." And it's a prologue, so I feel like it's gonna tell you what happens at the end and then go back to the story, which I love because it just like intrigues you to know what happened to get to that point. Okay, why is this book already creepy? First of all, there's a little girl and like apparently she looks really creepy, and then there was a guy on the property like doing their like gardening and stuff, and like he gave her the vibe that like she's making a bad decision being the housemaid at this house. Okay, can we just take a moment because no one has talked about this, but the girl's name in this book, like her last name, is literally Calloway. So now I'm not gonna look at the Callaways as the same because I feel like something really bad is gonna happen to this girl. Standing here while the food cooks, and I'm up to page 19, which isn't too far, but she just started the job at the house, and the guy that was like gardening or whatever, he said a word in Italian, and because you can translate words on Kindles, the word meant danger. So I am so intrigued to find out what happens in this. Okay, my things just finished cooking, so I'm gonna eat some while I sit here and keep reading. But just a little update, I'm 1 hour and 27 minutes in and I'm up to page 36. So I'm actually getting somewhere, and this book is amazing. So a little update, I'm literally blending in with the background. I don't know why. 9:29. and the timer, I just paused it. It is 2 hours and 49 minutes. So I'm almost done 3 hours of reading. And to be honest, it's getting really hard just because my eyes are like starting to go blurry. When I look at my Kindle for a long time, it's really hard to keep focusing. So I'm going to try to read up until 4 hours, so another hour. And then I'm actually going to go to Kmart and I'm going to listen to an audiobook on the way there and then while I'm there as well, because that'll give me like an hour or so to also continue like reading with an audiobook, but like having a break from my eyes looking at a screen or looking at a book. So I just like really need a break. And also because I'm anxious about being home alone, like that also gives me something else to do rather than just sit here scared all night. Actually loving this book so far. Like, oh, it's so good, but also like really creepy as well, but not in like a like haunting way, but more of a like, wow, she's actually like psycho, like what? Like that type of way. I'm up to page 156 and according to my Kindle I have 1 hour and 51 minutes left of the book. So I'm going to try to read for another hour, like I said, up until 4 hours, but I might end up finishing the book, we'll see. I can't even mention what is happening because I don't want to spoil it, but this book is literally crazy. I'm literally like lost for words right now. Like, what is going on? I said I wasn't going to give an update until I was leaving, but I've got 5% left of the book and it is literally like the craziest book I've ever read. It just keeps twisting and turning. Like, I'm literally like getting whiplash because of how many twists and turns are in this book. What? What? Literally what? If you have read this book, what page was that? Page 321. My mind is literally like blown. Like, what is going on? I'm gonna see how much the second book costs because I want to buy it. I think the next book I'm going to start reading is The No-Show by Beth O'Leary, just because I feel like I need like a little palette cleanser and I feel like this would be like a really easy read. It looks really thick. It's like 400 pages, but like the writing is really big, so I don't think it'll take me that long. Just a little update to show you where I'm up to. Look what I just stopped on. 4 hours and 44 minutes. So I am just in our garage and I'm about to leave to go to Kmart, and to be honest, I hate like driving in the dark, and we live like off a freeway, so it's literally pitch black. There's kangaroos. Like, I hate driving at night by myself, but you know, it's better than being at home and being scared all night by myself too. Just glad the book didn't end up being like a book to scare me. It's just like me in general. But anyway, just to show you, so I'm gonna start my timer again and I'm going to start listening to, it's not even focusing, but I'm listening to All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Mariana Zapata. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay, little update. I just got to Kmart. Sorry for the terrible lighting. This is literally so disgusting. But yeah, I just got here and I listened to probably like 25 minutes of the audiobook. So I'm up to like 5 hours and 7 minutes. But I just paused it again because I don't have headphones here, so I can't listen in store. But the second I get back in the car, I'm going to turn it back on. Someone just walked past my car. That's so embarrassing. Okay, so I just finished in Kmart. I'm really hoping no one sees me because I literally parked somewhere else so no one would see me. And this is like the scariest place to be at night by yourself. But anyway, so I brought a few things. I brought this scarf. It's just like these pastel colors. I thought that was really pretty. I brought 2 claw clips because all of mine have broken because Nellie's eaten them all. I brought a Red Bull because I feel like the other drinks just do not have enough caffeine and I'm falling asleep. So I'm gonna have this right now. And then I brought a Kinder Surprise because I love Kinder Surprises. Just for a little update, It is 12:50. I have been listening to my audiobook the whole time, so I'm up to chapter 11, but I am going to stop now and start reading an actual book. So like I said before, I'm going to read The No Show by Beth O'Leary. On the clock we have 5 hours and 39 minutes, so we're almost at 6 hours, which is actually going quicker than I expected, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna get reading that book, and I'll do an update in a couple of hours. Okay, so I've come upstairs because Nellie is really annoying to try to read with, and if I put her in her crate she'll just bark if she can see me, so I decided to just come back upstairs. Also, I don't like looking out our back windows because we don't have blinds and it's like pitch black out there and it makes me anxious. So I'm just gonna sit up here where it's nice and cozy and I'm gonna keep reading. Little update, it is 1:48 and I am getting really tired to the point where like I'm getting the shakes. Like, I'm actually so tired. So I'm gonna try to keep reading, but I might have to take a nap. I'm gonna try to stay up for as much longer as I can, but I know I am not gonna survive. 6 hours and 38 minutes, and yeah, there's no way I'm gonna survive. I've also just remembered that I probably should have started this in a morning, because I literally woke up this morning at like 9 and then I've been awake for however many hours already. Like, yeah, that's why I'm really struggling to stay awake, but it's fine. A little update in the book. I'm also reading a lot slower because I'm so tired. I'm up to page 43, so I am slowly getting somewhere. But to be honest, I am not liking this book so far. It is kind of putting me in a slump. I'm really hoping it gets better, otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay, so it is not much later after the last clip I took, like maybe 10 minutes, but I literally cannot keep reading. Like, my eyes are going blurry, like I'm just not into this book, and I am really struggling to stay awake, so I'm gonna take a nap. So it is exactly 2 AM on the dot. I am going to set an alarm for 6 AM. Hopefully I don't wake up and end up delaying the time and waking up later. 4 hours sleep is not much, but it's better than none. So okay, so I just woke up from my nap and I think I went to sleep at like 2 AM, and I was supposed to get up at like 6 or 7 AM, just have like a little nap, but clearly I'm sleep deprived because I woke up at 11:30. I'm not going to give up on my video because we got, I think, 7 hours in. My stopwatch reset. I did take a screenshot last night because I was worried that that was going to happen. At 2:08 AM I was at 6 hours and 44 minutes. So it'll be like 17 hours and 16 minutes, I think. I've already failed this video, but I am going to try to finish these 17 hours straight from now. I do have to go to the gym later, but when I go to the gym I'm going to listen to like an audiobook, so I'll continuously be doing it the whole time I'm there. So yeah, I'm just going to keep reading this book. I'm really hoping it actually gets better because I think this book also helped to put me to sleep last night. But I'm up to page 50 and I'm just going to read for a little bit. Okay, so I have a little update for you. So I am up to page 139, but the book is definitely getting better, by the way. Like, it's actually like progressing, and I'm like starting to figure out like more about the characters. I'm like actually keeping track of the characters. I'm not getting as confused as before. 15 hours and 47 minutes left. I've probably been reading for an hour and a half ish. I feel like this will take me at least another 2 hours to finish, but I've actually been thinking, so last night I obviously read The Housemaid, and I'm really thinking that I might read the second book in this video, just because I cannot stop thinking about that book, so I kind of want to jump into the second. Okay, so little update. I stopped the timer a while ago because I had to get ready for the gym, but it's on 15 hours and 1 minute. So I got up to page 180. That's where I stopped. I didn't even stop on a chapter, I stopped randomly. But we're just waiting for some more pastizzis to cook before we go to the gym. And then we have to take 2 different cars, so I'm going to listen to my audiobook on the way to the gym and at the gym. And then his sister is actually going to stay over and join in for the end of this video. So I'm going to pick her up after the gym, and then we're going to read together tonight. We're actually going to stay in the city tomorrow for 2 nights. I might vlog our trip to the city, but we'll see. I just wanted to say I did not vlog the trip to the city, but because this video literally took me like 4 days to film, I ended up filming clips while we were there anyway, while I was like still doing this video. So I like kind of vlogged, so you'll see clips anyway. Okay, while I was in the gym, I took a video and I said how my headphones died when we had 3 exercises left, so I could have got like half an hour, but they died. And I realised that there's music in the background and I do not want to get copyrighted, so I just thought I'd add that in here. We're in QBD. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Pavana.
Yeah, my sister-in-law. I have been wanting to read this series. They don't have the first one, but you can read them as standalone, so I'm going to get Wretched, which is the Wizard of Oz retelling, and I'm very excited about it. So we just got Macca's, and we're going to do a little mukbang as part of this video. I mean, if you don't want to see this part, I'll put a timestamp on the screen so you can skip to the actual reading vlog. But we just wanted to include this in the video. We weren't friends for so long. I mean, it wasn't even that long.
3 months?
Yeah, but we were like best friends, and then we had a falling out.
Over nothing.
Because we were both being petty. It was actually just so toxic.
Mm.
And no one likes us being friends.
Yeah. Even though they all told us, both of us, that we should get over ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, she had me blocked on Spotify as well.
I literally blocked her on every single social media platform you can imagine.
It was over nothing, honestly. We spoke
it's
about
just a learning experience.
Exactly.
Also, there was police when we drove into here.
Oh yeah.
And they were looking in the back of someone's car, and they had something that literally looked like a coffin.
Yeah. It was white. And it was
like
very
a long box.
Imagine it gets on the news and we're just driving past. Just staring like this.
As I'm putting my window down to listen. We want to film an actual mukbang one day. Like where we actually sit down and just have a bunch of food.
Yeah, and they have to like ask questions.
I feel like we've had so many like funny stories. In the time that I've not posted a video, I feel like so much has happened in my life.
So yeah.
And like no one's obviously heard about your stories. So it's like completely new. I remember like my channel, when it was popping off, it was when I was leaving school, and all I'd talk about was like the fact I'd get bullied by everyone. I clicked on a video the other day, and I think it was when I had my septum pierced twice, and I think it was the first time I had it done, and I looked at myself in like my camera and I was like, everyone calls me a bull because I am a bull.
It was, I love Red Bull. Guess why? Because I'm a bull.
Yeah. But my old videos are so embarrassing to look back on. Like, I know I'm going to look back at these one day and be embarrassed as well. But, like, I was just so much younger, so it was just embarrassing.
Not many people watch YouTube anymore. I've noticed that.
I went through a stage of not watching any at all. Like, now I've been watching book videos to get inspo. But, like, I feel like no one cares about it anymore because you can just watch TikTok. And videos get to the point quicker on TikTok.
That is true.
Like half the people that are famous on TikTok probably wouldn't be popular on YouTube. Because people just like them for like 15 seconds or whatever. Okay, we are back home. We need to get your book out as well. Okay, the timer was at 13 hours and 49 minutes. That's the last screenshot I took, and that was at 5:16. So I don't think, no, I wouldn't have started it again from then. So I'm gonna do it from that time then. So starting the timer again, it's 7:26 p.m. and we're both gonna start reading our books. You need to show what book you're reading. Oh. So I'm still reading The No Show. I'm like halfway through.
I'm reading Twisted Games.
Which is my favorite Twisted book. So I'm excited for her to see the ending. I don't think anything actually happens at the end, but it's a good book. But yeah, we're both gonna read our books, and then I'll have to get a new battery, but we'll keep you updated in a couple of hours to see how we're going. I am up to page 280, and it's been like an hour and a half since I last updated. There's 12 hours and 4 minutes to go, and it is 9:11. So he's with 3 different girls, but something just happened, and it's gonna make me so angry if that ends up being the end of the book. And I really am struggling to finish this. I've got like 100 pages to go. What are you up to in the book?
Page 223. I'm a slow reader.
Yeah, I'm a quick reader, but I am also really struggling to read this book, so that's why it's taken me a while. 10 hours and 29 minutes left. I just finished the book. I have no words, but not in a good way. This book is... It was like 2 to 3 stars while I was reading it, but the ending just made it literally 1 star.
I just want to say, because I feel really bad about like what I was saying about this book. So I don't know if the book was just really bad, for me at least, because so many people love that book, but I just did not get the point. Like, there was a twist at the end, but I didn't like the twist. Like, the story, it just felt pointless to me. And, like, as I said, there's people that really love this book, but I just didn't at all. And I feel like because I've been reading, at this point, I was reading so many 5 stars in a row, I was, like, really harsh about the rating and really harsh about the book. I would probably still give it, like, 1 to 2 stars. But, yeah, I just didn't want to sound so aggressive about the book in the video, because I was just really angry at that point that it put me in a slump, and like it took me so long to finish it, and I thought it was going to be like a good ending.
Anyway, I am going to go get my Kindle from upstairs, and I'm going to read The Housemaid's Secret, I think it's called. The second Housemaid book. Okay, I'm starting The Housemaid's Secret on my Kindle. It says 6.5 hours typically to read, but I don't think it took me that long yesterday to read the first one. The first line is already more intriguing than that whole last book. The first line is, "Tonight I will be murdered." Like, tell me that does not intrigue you to keep reading straight away. Nine hours and 11 minutes left on the timer. It's 12:11 a.m. and I'm starting to get tired, but I sat at the back door with the cold air and it helped a bit, but I'm gonna push through it and overcome the tiredness today. Up to page 89, and this book is really good so far. Do you want to give an update on where you're up to?
I'm on page...
Look at us eating shapes.
290.
How many pages have you read in 4 hours?
120.
Okay, so update, we've both gone upstairs to go lay in bed. My tiredness is going through waves. Like, I'll get really tired and then it'll pass again and I'll be fine. So I'm in a state right now where I'm fine, but I don't know how long it'll last. I think I'm gonna try to stay up until my boyfriend gets home from work. We're going to the city tomorrow, so I can't really stay up all night and get no sleep anyway, so I'm gonna try to stay up until 4, and then I'll have to finish the last like 5 hours tomorrow. 7 hours and 28 minutes left. And I feel like I'm going really well today, actually. I just took a screenshot in case it resets again. So it is 2:42 a.m. hours and 40 minutes left on the timer. And I just finished The Housemaid's Secret, and that was another 5 out of 5 stars. It was absolutely amazing. I don't even know which one was better. I feel like that one was better than the first one. So it is now the next day and it is 12:51 p.m. As I said yesterday, 5 hours and 27 minutes left, so we're on the way to the city now. I'm gonna read on my Kindle on the way. Also, I just got new stickers for my Kindle and a new pop socket, and I'm literally obsessed with them. I didn't actually stick them down, they're just like sitting in the case, because last time I stuck stickers on it, it did not come off. So yeah, I was smart this time. But yeah, I'm just gonna read on the way, and I'll give you an update when I get somewhere in the book. Okay, so I was just reading like the whole way here, but I stopped like 10 minutes ago because the chapter was 25 minutes long and I didn't want to get stuck in the middle of it. So 4 hours and 50 minutes left. It is 1:29 p.m. and I forgot to say where I was up to in the book before, but now I'm up to page 114. I think I stopped at like page 70 or 80 last night. Got here. So we're gonna go see if we can check into our hotel early, and then I might be able to read for a little bit before we go get food. This video is turning into like just a normal vlog at the same time as a reading vlog, because me and Pahona did a mukbang last night too, so it's just gonna be so random
if you just have a happy meal.
So we just got to our hotel, so we're about to go to Nando's and get food. I just came to say that we're gonna go to Nando's and then go straight to our massage pretty much. And that goes for 4 hours, so by the time it's done it's going to be like 8 p.m. so I'm not going to be reading or updating like the reading part of this video for a while. Okay, so it is now the next day. We came home last night at like 8:30 and I literally, or like 8 o'clock, I literally went to sleep by like 8:45 because I was just so tired, and then we just slept until 10:30. But yeah, I just thought I'd update because I'm bringing my Kindle with me when we go shopping today, and if I get the chance to read or anything, I'll obviously do it, but I probably won't until later tonight. We're back at the apartment now. As I showed on my phone, we went to like an author event thing, and apparently you were meant to have tickets to get in, but no one asked us anything at the door, so we literally walked in.
Oh my god, we're gonna go to jail now. Why
we literally just walked in, and it was like $80 a ticket, apparently. But we didn't pay anything, so I guess it was just meant to be. Because I didn't know like it was even on, I just brought 2 of Anna Huang's books because she was there. So I brought Twisted Games again and King of Wrath, and I got them both signed. I literally went there just for her, so they're both signed. I'm actually so excited. They're both signed. And then I also met Sally Thorne. She was actually really nice. And I haven't actually read any of her books, but I brought Second First Impressions, and she also signed that. I got this book called Bound by Honor by Cora Riley, and I met her as well. I just got it because it looked like a really good book. It's like a mafia romance.
Okay, bye.
And then I brought this mug that says Book Lover on it. So I just finished the book before, 5 out of 5. 2 hours and 28 minutes left, and that is the 4th book I've completed in this video. So I think the next book I'm gonna start is either King of Wrath because it got signed, or Billy Summers, but I don't know yet because we're gonna go soon, so it'll be later that I decide. Okay, so I finished the remainder of this video like 2 days ago, but I just have not had the chance to film an outro because I finished it at night, and I wanted the outro to be, you know, nice lighting and all that. So pretty much I had like 2.5 hours left, I think, last time I updated, and I was just reading Billy Summers. So compared to my normal like reading speed and how much I can read, I did not read much of this book in 2.5 hours. I only got to page, I think, 70. And it is such a slow read just because like there's a lot of writing. I feel like Stephen King's really hard to read, like it's kind of old-fashioned. It's just a really slow read for me so far, and I'm struggling to get into it. Like I am enjoying it, but I'm struggling to get to the point where I'm like I don't want to put it down. Like I'm just like, ugh. Just to recap on this video, I read about 100 pages of One True Loves. I read The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret. I read The No Show. I read Swear on This Life. And I read a little bit of Billy Summers. So I read like 4.5 books altogether, I would say. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the books just because I'll do it in my April wrap up. But yeah, I really enjoyed filming this video, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. I feel like I was a little bit all over the place because I did it over like 4 days. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other video recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments because I'm gonna make a whole list of videos I want to film. And yeah, thank you all for watching.